how does a business come here? How do they decide to come here? Who are you talking to? Where do you go?
So for us, it's not so much about attraction. It's more about how do you take advantage of the natural resource opportunities here, and additionally, how do you take advantage of growing business that's here, and then where part of our focus has really been is how do you grow entrepreneurship and innovation opportunity here. And as you know, James, we punch way above our weight class with regard to the higher education assets that we have. For a rural region to have the higher education assets that we have is really unique in terms of where we're positioned, including Michigan Tech, which is an R1 research institution now, right alongside Wayne State, Michigan State in Michigan. And there's, I think, 186 in the country, but of those 186, only 3 are in rural-facing communities. So it's really exclusive company that Michigan Tech is in. And we don't always appreciate just how special that university is. But by virtue of that, we have a real opportunity around entrepreneurship and innovation, and that's part of what we've tried to lean into. And more significantly, the smart zones that we're blessed with have tried to lean into. So again, we're blessed to have 3 smart zones, which really are charged with kind of spinning up those types of business opportunities. So
what does a smart zone mean?
It's essentially an incubator for technology companies. So if you've got an idea, they will try to take that idea and walk with you to stand that up into a business.
Okay.
So you're likely familiar, at least by name, with Orbion. So that would be an example of a company that worked alongside the MTech Smart Zone in Houghton and came from an idea on the back of a napkin, as I've heard Brad King explain it, into a sophisticated, certainly nationally, if not internationally respected satellite thruster company. So they essentially make thrusters that position satellites to precise locations in space.
Wow.
So, now 70 or 80 literal rocket scientists working in Houghton for that company. And
wow.
I love, incidentally, Brad King's explanation, is I've heard him say it, and is maybe I would tell it in my own words. He was being derided a bit by those in Silicon Valley about what in the hell are you doing having a space technology company in Houghton, Michigan in the Upper Peninsula. And his answer was just fantastic. And he said, I'm as close to outer space as you are, but I get to live in God's country.
Yeah.
So, I think that really speaks to why those types of opportunities can work here. And so it's really not an attraction play. We do see it on occasion, but it's really more about growing your own and then leaning into, those assets that we have to develop opportunities.